Well, the city of Rhinelander is getting a few upgrades to its lift stations this fall. Newswatch 12's Megan Mamlock spoke with officials and has details.
A flush, a wash, and everything else that travels down your pipes all ends up going here through a lift station. And to keep them up to date, the Rhinelander Wastewater Treatment Plant has a capital improvement plan to maintain the 21 aging lift stations throughout the city.
Total rehab of Spring Lake No. 1 lift station and the Coon Street lift station.
The Spring Lake No. 1 lift station is well past its prime with corroded pump rails, valves, and piping that hasn't been updated since 1976.
2 other lift stations pump into Spring Lake No. 1, and then the wastewater is pumped out of the Spring Lake Loop area. So if the utility had operational issues with Spring Lake No. 1, the entire Spring Lake Loop would be affected.
But what do?
They pump sewage from lower elevations to higher elevations.
So what does this mean? What you send down the drain continues to go downhill until it hits its lowest point. Then the lift station will pump it to a higher point, where then it will be taken by gravity and keep flowing to the wastewater treatment facility.
The Coon Street lift station pumps a lot. It's our 3rd highest volume pumping station. There are 2 pumps in that station, and each pump can have well over 100 starts per day.
The Coon Street lift station services the entire north end of town.
We will be replacing the controls, the pumps, the rails that the pumps are held into place with, and also the piping associated with the station.
These 2 lift projects will be the last major improvements for 2020. And one final tip to keep not only your pipes and the wastewater treatment facility running smoothly is to only flush
The 3 Ps: pee, poo, and paper.
For Newswatch 12, I'm Megan Mamlock.